Hi all, welcome to lecture 6 of module 3 in database management system. In the last session we have discussed about the SQL joins. We have already seen the different categories of joins, and today we are going to discuss on the topic SQL subquery or nested query. So what do you mean by subquery? Subquery is nothing but a query which is written inside another query. Okay, or nested query, both are the same concepts, nested query and subquery. That is, sometimes in order to extract some details from the table, we will be requiring multiple queries. So a subquery or nested query is a concept to combine these multiple queries into a single query. Okay, so that is called a nested query, that is query inside another query. Clear? So a subquery or a nested query is a query inside another query. It is also called a nested or subquery. Sometimes to get a particular information from a database, you may need to fire two separate SQL queries. Clear? Suppose for getting certain information, we will be requiring two different SQL queries. But subquery is a way to combine or join them into a single query. Using this subquery or nested query concept, we will be able to join these multiple queries into a single query. So this is the syntax. Select star from table name where condition, then we will open another bracket and write the next query. Select star from table name where condition. So this is called, the query that is written inside the bracket is called the inner query. Okay, this is called the outer query. Clear? So this is called nested subquery, a query written inside another query. Okay, so this is called the inner query and this is called the outer query. Clear? So why we are writing these two queries? Because in order to retrieve information, we require these two queries. So in order to combine these two queries into a single query, we will be using the concept of nested query. Okay. So the same syntax that is repeated here. Select star from table name where condition, select star from table name where condition. So SQL query which is on the inner part of the main query is called the inner query. So this is called the inner query, where the outer part of the main query is called the outer query. This is called the outer query. Okay, so writing more than two queries, select star from table name where condition, select star from table name where condition. Inside that we are writing the another query, that is select star from table name. Okay, suppose we have more than two queries. Here in this syntax we are having only two queries. We are having more than two queries, we will be using this concept, that is select star from table name where condition. Inside that query we will be writing another query, select star from table name where condition. Inside this query we will be writing the third query. Okay, so this is the case if we are having more than two queries. Clear? In this example we are having only two queries, but if we are having more than two queries, we can write in this nested fashion. Clear? Classification of subquery. So subquery can be classified into two, that is non-correlated subquery and correlated subquery. In our syllabus we need to study both the concepts. Okay, a subquery that we are writing can be written in both ways, both in non-correlated subquery also as correlated subquery. Okay, so in non-correlated subquery, what is the difference? Non-correlated subquery means first the inner query will be executed, only after that the outer query will be executed. Clear? So the subquery, that is correlated subquery, means the inner query will be executed first, only after that the outer query will be executed. Okay, so that is called a non-correlated subquery. The outer query is executed after executing the inner query. Okay, so outer query is executed after executing the inner query. That means that inner query will be executed first, after that the outer query will be executed. Clear? So one more point to be remembered, that this inner query will be executed only once, not many times. In non-correlated subquery, the inner query will be executed only once. That result will be fed to the outer query. Clear? Okay, so that is called a non-correlated subquery. So what is non-correlated subquery? The inner query is executed first, after that only outer query will be executed. Okay, so inner query will be executed only once. The result from the inner query is fed to the outer query. Okay, you will see the example. Next is correlated subquery. What is correlated subquery? Just the opposite of the non-correlated. So correlated subquery means the outer query will be executed first. After that it will move to the inner query. Okay, so these outer query and the inner query will be executed multiple times. Okay, this outer query and the inner query will be executed multiple times. That means first the outer query will be executed, then inner query will be executed, we check the condition, then again outer query is executed, then again come to the inner query, likewise it goes. Clear? So multiple times this outer query and the inner query will be executed. Clear? So that is called correlated. Why? That is why it is called as correlated subquery. The inner query is executed after executing the outer query. That means that the outer query will be executed first, after that only the inner query will be executed. Clear? So let us first see what is non-correlated subquery. The outer query is executed after executing the inner query. The outer query depends on the result of the inner query. I have already told that the outer query, first the inner query will be executed, after that only the result from the inner query is given to the outer query. Okay, that is why it is written like that. The outer query depends on the result from the inner query. Okay, clear? Now we have further classified the non-correlated subquery into single row subquery and a multiple row subquery. Clear? So what is single row subquery and what is multiple row subquery? Let us give the details. What is single row subquery? When a subquery returns a single value, it is called as single row subquery. Okay, that means if the inner query is giving only a single value. Suppose we are retrieving the largest amount or the highest amount in a given table. We will be having only a single value. We cannot have multiple highest value, or the minimum value in a particular field, the minimum mark that is obtained by a student. Okay, that is having only single value. Clear? So this single value is fed to the outer query. So single row subquery means it returns only a single value. It is known as single row subquery. So such a single row subquery uses operators like our relational operators, equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay, so that is called single row subquery. So here we are demonstrating the concepts using the same table that we have seen in the previous sessions. Okay, till now we have been using the same table, the staff table and the department table. Using the same table itself, we are demonstrating the concepts. Clear? So here they have asked to get the employee details from the table. Employee having the highest salary. Okay, employee means the staff. Get the staff details from the table staff, not employee. The table name is staff having the highest salary. Okay, by looking at the table, we are having two tables, staff and department. So whatever details we require the employee details or the staff details. The staff details can be retrieved from here itself. We don't need to go to the department table. Okay, then what is the next concept, the next condition they are giving? They are requesting to have the highest salary. The salary is also written here. So we don't need to refer to this table. We only need to refer to the staff table alone. Okay. So looking at the table, what will be the value? Get the staff details having the highest salary. Here look here. Here 30,000 is the highest value. Okay. Who is getting the highest salary? John. Manager. He is a manager. He is getting the highest salary, 30,000. So from that, looking at the table, we can get the answer. But how will we write the query? How will we write the query? Let us see. So this query can be written in nested query itself, in nested query only, subquery concepts only. We will be able to write this query. So first what we do, we will fetch the maximum salary from this table. Okay, we will fetch the maximum salary. So that is what we are going to write in the inner query. So first step 1 is we will write the inner query. Okay, from the inner query we will retrieve the maximum salary of the staff. Okay, so what is the maximum value? We are having a function, max aggregate function. So select max salary from staff. So after executing this query, it will retrieve the value 30,000. Okay, so this 30,000 will be stored here. Then we execute the outer query. What is the requirement? We require the details of the employee or the details of the staff having the highest salary. Okay, so we retrieve the details of the staff. What do you mean by details of the staff? These are the details of the staff. We need every details, that is serial number, name, salary, position, D number. Every such details we require. So how to retrieve those details? Select star from staff. Okay, from selecting the all the details of the table staff, we'll just give select star from staff. Okay, so select, you'll write the outer query, select star from staff where salary must be what? Salary must be the result of the inner query. Okay, result of the inner query, salary equal to inner query. What is the inner query we got? The result 30,000. So specifically we will be executing select star from staff where salary equal to 30,000. Okay, so instead of giving this 30,000, we will be writing the inner query. Okay, so this is the second step. So we can combine these two, that is outer query plus inner query, that is called a subquery. So outer query plus inner query, how can we write? Select star from staff where salary equal to the inner query. What is inner query? Select maximum salary from staff. This is our nested query. Okay, we don't need to write these two steps. We only need to write this one. Just for the sake of explanation, we have written the three steps separately. Okay. When they ask the question, we need to write only this nested query. We don't need to write the steps. Okay. So this is the inner query and this is the outer query. So look at here, the select max salary from staff. This will be executed only once. That result will be fed to the what? The outer query. Clear? Okay. So this is the concepts. So how this nested query works? As I told that the inner query will be retrieving a value called 30,000. Okay. So we are having the value 30,000. Clear? The outer query will compare each of these row with this 30,000. Okay, first they will take this row they will take, okay, and compare with the 30,000. Serial number John 30,000, manager D100. Okay, they will check which is matching. As the salary is matching, so this row will be selected as the output. Okay, then it will take the next record. Serial number 101, Susan 4,000, manager D101. Then they compare with the salary of the Susan with this 30,000, 4,000 and 30,000. This does not match. So this will not be taken. Okay, so this will not be taken. Next, the third row. Serial number 102, David, 12,000, project manager, D102. It is compared with this 30,000. Is it satisfying? No, 12,000 and 30,000 is not satisfying. So this row is also not taken. Okay, again it compares what? It compares this with the 30,000 and 5,000 project manager D103. It is not matching. This 5,000 and 30,000 not matching. So this also will not be taken. Clear? Next, Mary, 9,000, project manager 101. 9,000 and 30,000 does not match. So this also will not be taken. So finally only this value will be, this row will be selected. So this will be our result. Okay, this is how the comparison takes place. Clear? So this is called a single row subquery. Okay, so this is the concept of nested query. Okay, single row subquery. So sometimes we'll be having a doubt that why we are writing this thing in a nested query. We can write it in a single query. They have asked the highest salary. So why can't we write select star from staff where salary equal to max salary? See, this will not work because the aggregate function cannot appear in the where clause. Okay, that means the aggregate function, what is aggregate function? We have already learned max, average, min, max, all those things are aggregate functions. This aggregate functions cannot be incorporated along with the where clause. So this is wrong. Clear? So most of the students will be when they see this question, they will be writing this answer. This will be wrong. Okay. So this is the single row subquery. Now we check the multiple row subquery. From the single row subquery, we have seen that the inner query returned only a single value. What is the result of the inner query? Select max salary from staff, that is 30,000. Okay, but here in multiple row subquery, the inner query will not give a single value, it will give multiple value. So in that case, we cannot use this relational operator. There we have used the relational operators, that is salary equal to, this we have used. This cannot be used in the multiple row subquery. There we can use only the operator in. Okay, in. When a subquery returns more than a single value, it is called a multiple row subquery. It uses operator in. We cannot use operator the relational operators equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and so on. Okay. So we will write a query. Get the staff details whose department is same as the department of the employee Mary. That means that we need to retrieve the details of the employee who is working in the same department as Mary. Okay, what is the department number of Mary? See, look at here. Mary is working in department 101. Is there any other person who is also working in D101? Yes, we are having Susan working in 101. So the result is Susan, the details of Susan and the Mary will be the output. Clear? So that is why it is asked, get the staff details whose department name is same as the department of the employee Mary, or the staff Mary. So how can we write the query? Only the subquery or the nested query is possible here. Okay. So first we will write the inner query. What will we write the inner query? We want the department number of the Mary. So why we require the department number? Because they have asked the department details, the staff details whose department is same. So we need to retrieve. We are not having the department name. Instead of department name, we are having only department number. So department number is actually mapped with the department name. So we require only department number. So we want the department number of Mary, that must be matching with some other one. So the inner query we will write the we will select the department number of Mary. So for that we will write the query select department number from staff where name equal to Mary. So after executing this query, we will be getting the result what? 101. So after executing this inner query, we will be getting the result. Select D number from staff where D name equal to Mary. Look at here, Mary, the D number is D101. So that will be fed to the outer query. What will be the outer query? We will be writing the step 2. Now we will select all the details of the employee who is having the same department as the Mary. Okay, so select star from staff where D number in inner query. Okay, D number in inner query. Clear? So here D number in will be 101. Now we will combine these two queries. Select star from staff where D number in, what is the inner query? Inner query is select D number from employee where Mary equal to, name equal to Mary. Okay, so this inner query is having the result 101. Okay, 101. So this 101 will be compared with each of these row and you will be taking the final result. Okay, so some of you will be having the doubt that I have already told that it is a multiple row subquery. We will be using in because it is retrieving, the inner query is retrieving only a single value, okay, multiple value. Okay, here the inner query is retrieving only a single value. See, select D number from staff where name equal to Mary. That means that the inner query is retrieving only the value D101, single value. Okay, so why can't we write equal to instead of in? Yes, we can write equal to, but we cannot predict that a single person can work in only a single department. If Mary was working in many departments, for example, if Mary was working in D101 and also in D102, in that case we will be having multiple values, so we cannot predict that. In the previous case, the maximum value or a minimum value can have only a single value, but here we cannot predict that it will be having single value. Okay, so that is why we are using this in concept, in operator instead of equal to. Okay, so that is why these type of queries is coming under the category of multiple row subquery. Clear? So this will be the output. Select star from staff where D number in, select D number from employee where name equal to Mary. Okay, so Mary's value will be also displayed. Okay, first we retrieve the department number of the Mary and the same department number where whether any other person is working. Yes, Susan manager is working in D101. Okay, so this is the concept of multiple row subquery. Okay. Now next concept is the same non-correlated subquery which includes multiple table. In the previous two queries we have just retrieved the value from a single table. What in the case of we are having multiple tables and we require multiple tables to get the required information. Okay, we have already seen these concepts in the join. Okay, so instead of join operation we can use this nested query. Okay, instead of our join concept we can very well use this nested query. So let us see the same example that we have seen in the join concept is actually repeated here. Okay, I have taken the same example that I have explained during the join operation is actually used here also. Okay, look at here. Get the name and position of the employee working in the finance department. Okay, so we want what are the details we want? We require the name and the position of the staff working in finance department. So this in this table we don't have any finance department. Okay, finance department name is not here. Department name is available only in this table, department table. Okay, so in order to combine these two tables, what we require a common attribute. That is, we are having DNO in common. Okay, using this DNO in common, we can combine these two tables. Okay, so in join operation we have performed staff dot d number equal to dep dot d department dot d number. In that case, we have combined these two tables. Instead of that concept, we can use the subquery, non-correlated subquery. So how can we write this query? First we write select name position from staff. What is the information we require? Name and position of the staff. Okay, so we'll first we write name position from staff, where our condition is the D number must be same with the department D number. The staff D number must be same with the department D number, and also the department name must be finance. That is our condition. So D number in we select the department D number of the department. Okay, select D number from department where D name equal to finance. So first the inner query will be executed. So when the inner query will be executed, what did it say? It select D number from department where D name equal to finance. So it will select the department name finance, and finance D number will be selected. Okay, it will select the D number of the department name finance. Okay, so here the result will be D101. Okay, so D101 is the result of this inner query. So this inner query will be compared with this value. Okay, first it will take this column, it will take D101, D100. Okay, it is not possible, so it is not matching, so it not be given the result. Next, what? D101, D101. Yeah, this is matching. Okay, so it will write the result Susan and manager. Okay, next 102 and 101 compared. No, it is not matching. Again 103, 101 not matching. Again D101, 101 it is matching. So the next result is Mary and project manager. Okay, so the result will be Susan manager, Mary project manager. These are the two employees who are working in the finance department. Okay, so this is the concept of non-correlated subquery including multiple tables. Okay, so this same concept we have implemented in the join operation. Okay, using join command. Okay, using join operation equal to operator, we have combined this D number and this D number. Okay, instead of this join operation, we can use this nested subquery. Okay, the same example, another one. Get the average salary of the staff working in finance department. This also we have discussed. So how can we write? We need to retrieve the average salary of the staff. Okay, average salary of the staff we have to retrieve. Okay, who is working in the finance department? So this department is not here. Department is available only here. Okay, so in the subquery, inner query, what will we write? We will retrieve the department number of the finance. We will retrieve the department number of the finance department. Okay, that is what we write in the inner query. See here, select a D number from department where D name equal to finance. Okay, so D101 will be selected. Okay, here what we are going to do, we need to find the average salary of the employee working in D101. So here the result will be, the inner query result will be D101. Okay, so this 101 will be compared with this one. Okay, so it will compare with this one, it will compare with D100 not matching, 101 which is compared, yes, so it will take the 4000. Okay, it will take 4000. The D102, 103 it is not matching, again 101 it is matching, So it will take the value 4000 and 9000 and get the average. Okay, so this is the concept of the nested query using multiple tables. The same thing, the same example we have seen in the join. I have repeated here also. So get the details of block in which AND is working. We want to get the details of the block where I want to trace AND. I want to find where in which block AND is working. So AND, she is in department D103. So D103 is logistic, and the logistics department is in the CVR block. So the result must be CVR block. Okay. So what I want to get? I want to get the what? I want to get the D number of the CVR block. That will be our inner query. Okay. So look at the inner query. Select a D number from staff. Sorry, D number from it is department, not actually we require the details of the block. Okay, so details of the block, this has to be printed. Okay, after this has to be selected. Okay, so we need to match the AND's department number with this one. Okay, so we want to, in the inner query we will be retrieving the AND's department number. Okay, so select D number from staff where name equal to AND. So that is our inner query. So the result of the inner query is 103. So result of the inner query is 103, D103. Okay, so this D103 is compared with each of this row in the department table. Okay, so select a block from department where D number in. Okay, so this, it is D10 is compared here. It is not matching 100. D103 is not compared. It is not matching. Again D103, yeah, it is matching. Okay, so what will be the so 103 is matching. So what is 103? 103 is CVR block. Okay, so this AND is working in CVR block. Okay, so this is how we will write the query. Okay, similarly another one, get the name of the position where APJ name of the position where working in APJ block. Okay, that is the position, or the position means the manager, project manager, in what position, which position is working in APJ block. Okay, so here we have to retrieve the position. Okay, so select the position from staff. We have to retrieve the position from staff. Okay, where what the department number must be, built in the APJ block. So in the inner query, what will we do? Inner query, we will retrieve the department number which is placed in the APJ block. Okay, so select department number from DEP where block equal to APJ block. So we will get the result D101. This 101 is actually matched with these columns. So D100, D101 not matching. D101, D101 it is matching. So we will write the position manager. Again D101, 102 not matching. 101, 103 not matching. 101, 101 matching. So we will write the project manager. So the result will be manager and project manager. Okay. So this is the result of this query. Okay, fine. So this is the concept of non-correlated subquery. Okay. Next we can see correlated subquery. So correlated subquery means it is a subquery that uses value from the outer query. That means that it executes the outer query first. Okay, and then that value is given to the inner query. Okay, so again the inner query will be executed, then again comes back to the outer query. Okay, so the inner query and the outer query will be executed multiple times. So that is called a correlated subquery. It is a subquery that uses the value from the outer query. Okay, so inner query is executed after executing outer query. So outer query is executed first, after that only inner query will be executed. Clear? So let us see the same example that we have seen in the previous session, that is using the non-correlated subquery we have written a question. The same question, how can we write it using a correlated subquery? They have asked to get the name and position of the employee working in finance department. So here the query will be written like this. First we have to retrieve the name and position of the employee. So the outer query will write select name, position, name and position. Okay, which is available in staff, which table? Staff. Okay, select name, position from staff, where exist. Okay, here we use the keyword exist instead of in or any relational operator. In non-correlated subquery, correlated subquery will be using exist. In non-correlated subquery we used relational operators as well as in operator. Okay, so please remember that in correlated subquery you will be using the keyword exists. Okay, exists or not exists, whatever it is, depending on the query we will writing exists or not exist. Exist, select star from department. Here what we are going to select? We are going to compare what? Compare the staff department number as well as the department number. Okay, only if the matching is there we can provide the result. Okay, so select star from department where staff dot department number equal to department dot department number, and also the department name is finance. So in each of this query they will compare with this second table. Okay, so in the first outer query what we have selected? The name and the position. Okay, name and position is selected, and it starts the comparison. So first it compares D100, D100. Okay, it is actually matching. Okay, we are required to not only check the department number but also we need to check the finance, that is the department name as finance. So D100 and the department name is HR. So this the first record is actually giving a false value. Okay, for first record it is giving a false value. So this exist will give a false value. So this row will not be printed. Again it will take the next row. Then again compare D101 not matching, D103 not matching, 104 not matching, 105 not matching, 101 it is matching. Okay, 101 is matching, and also the department name is finance. Okay, in this case this inner query will return a value true. Okay, so when this inner query return the value true, so this particular row will be displayed, that is Susan and manager, that will be displayed. Okay, again it takes the next column, next record. Okay, next record is compared with these values 102, 100 not matching, 102, 103 not matching, 102, 104 not matching, 105, 102 not matching, 101, 102 not matching. Okay, so no match is found. Okay, so in any of these cases no matching is found, so this exist will return a false. So this row also will not be returned. Okay, so which all rows will not be returned? This will not be written, and also this will not be selected. Next, this one. Okay, so this and this 103, 100, no, it is not matching. 103 it is matching, but the department name is not matching. Department name must be finance, but it is logistics, so this also will not be taken. Now 104 not matching, 105 not matching, 101 not matching. So this exist will give a false value, so this value will not be displayed. This record will not be displayed. Okay, again next is D project manager 101. Okay, so 101, 100 not matching, 101, 103 not matching, 101, 104 not matching, 105, 105 not matching, 101. Okay, 101 it is matching. Department is also finance. Okay, department is also finance. Clear? So this value will also be selected. Clear? So this row and this row will be selected. Okay, select they will select only this name as well as the position. So the output will be Susan manager and Mary project manager. This will be the output. Okay, so this from the explanation itself, it is clear that this inner query, outer query is executing all the time with the inner query. Okay, so whenever this outer query is executing, each time the outer query is executing, it is going into the inner query. So many comparisons are here. So here this correlated subquery is not efficient because many comparisons are here. Clear? So many such comparisons are there. This correlated subquery takes more time to compile. Okay, more time to execute. Okay, this is how a correlated subquery works. So correlated subquery can be written as exist using the keyword exist. Okay. Now another example, get the average salary of the staff working in finance department. Okay, so we want to get the average salary. So first we write the average salary. What is the requirement that we write in the outer query? Select average salary from staff where exist. Okay, so what must be the condition? The condition is we need to compare the department number of the staff with the department number of the department, and also the department name must be finance. That must be written in the inner query. Select staff from department where staff dot department number. The reference must be given staff dot department number equal to department dot department number, and also department name equal to finance. Okay, here also the same way the comparison takes place. First you'll take the first row, okay, then compare it with each and every row in the second table. Again take the second row, then compare, third row, compare, and so on. Okay, only if the second inner query, if it returns a true value, that particular row will be printed. Okay, for example 101, we take the 101, it compares here 101, 100 false, it is not, it is 101, 103 not matching, 104 not matching, 105 not matching, 101 it is matching, department name is also matching, finance. So this inner query will return a true value. So this outer query, this value will be displayed, that is the average salary will be taken, salary of the 4000 will be taken. Okay, again D101, this is also matching. Okay, so salary 9000 will be selected, then it compute the average. Okay, so this is called correlated subquery. So this correlated subquery is not much efficient because the comparison is more compared to the non-correlated subquery. Okay, so the same example we have discussed previously can be implemented using this correlated subquery. Okay, another question, select department name that does not have even a single employee. We want to select the department name that does not have a single employee. That is, we have to match this one with this one and shows that this does not exist here. In that case, we are not having any employee. Look at here, D100, yes, D100 we are having employee. D103, yes, we are also having employee. And D104, do we have employee? No, we don't have any employee in D104. Okay, so this banking department does not have any employee. For example, D105, we try to match. No, we don't have any employee 105. So marketing and banking does not have any employee. So how can we write the query for such questions? Okay, so what we have to display? We have to display the department name. So select D name from department. Okay, where not exist. Okay, we don't want any matching. Okay, so not exist, what you select, we will select the all the details from the staff where that staff dot d number equal to department dot d number. Select star from staff where staff dot d number equal to department dot d number. Okay, so we'll try to compare. Okay, so how this comparison takes place, we will take the department name, we will take the first row. Okay, first record from this. Okay, then we will compare D100. Yes, we are having matching. Okay, we are having matching. So if a matching is there, we will return false. Okay, why? Because not exist, we don't want any matching. We don't want any matching. If matching is there, then it will returns false. That means this will not be printed. Okay, so this will not be printed. Clear? Okay, so this will be compared, so this will not be printed. Next, 103. If there is any matching, yes, there is a matching. So this will not be printed. Okay, now 104. Is there a matching? No, there is no matching. So if there is no matching, this will return true. So this will be selected. That particular record will be selected. From that record, what we require? We require only the department name. So banking will be displayed. Okay, again 105, it is compared. Okay, compared. There is no matching. If there is no matching, not exist, no matching anagil, it will return true. So that particular record will be selected. So marketing will be selected. Clear? Okay. Next, 101, finance. Yes, there is matching. So it will turn false. Clear? So in such questions, we can use this correlated subquery. Another one, select the department name that have at least one staff. That must have at least one staff. That means that there must be a matching. Okay, we need to display the department name that have at least one staff. D100, we are having staff. Department 100, we are having staff, John. D103, we are having staff, and D104, we don't have any staff. D105, we don't have any staff. D101, we are having 2 staffs. Okay, so we want to display the details of 100, HR, logistics, and finance. That will be our result. Okay, so how can we write the query? Select a department name. Okay, so select a D name from department where exist. The comparison must be true. Okay, where exist, what we do? We will take the comparison. Select star from staff where staff dot D number equal to department dot D number, where staff dot D number equal to department dot D number. Okay, if there is a matching, it means that if there is a matching is found, it returns true. So that particular row will be displayed. Okay, so first we take this row. Okay, it will be compared as D100, there is a matching. So this row will be selected. This will be selected. Okay, next D103. Yes, there is a matching. Okay, so it returns a true, and this also will be selected. This will be selected. Okay, next comparison 104. There is no matching, so this will not be selected. So since it is asking exist, so it will return false. So this does not have any value. Next 105. There is any matching? 105 no matching, so this value will not be displayed. Okay, next 101. Yeah, we are having. Okay, we are having matching, so this value also will be displayed. Okay, so when in this record, what we have to display? We have to display the department name. So HR, logistics, and finance will be the answer. Okay, so this is called correlated subquery. So many comparisons are required. So in university questions they will ask to write a given question in correlated as well as non-correlated. Okay, if they are asking for correlated, you have to write the keyword exists. You have to include the keyword exists. Okay, so they will ask like that. University question, they will ask a given question and they will ask to represent that particular query using, write the particular query using correlated or non-correlated. Okay, so this is the concept of what? Nested query. In nested query we are two classifications, correlated and non-correlated. Okay, in non-correlated we are having two subdivisions, single valued and multi-valued. Okay, clear? So study these concepts clearly.